Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today we are diving deep into the incredible world of Lincoln 1-cent pennies. But not just any ordinary pennies. We're talking about the top 30 most valuable and rare Lincoln pennies in U.S. history that are actually worth hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars. So before you toss away that old penny or ignore a coin lying on the street, you might want to watch this video all the way through. One of these rare coins could be hiding in your collection, pocket change, or even passed down from your grandparents. Grab your magnifying glass, sit back, and let's explore the top 30 most valuable Lincoln pennies worth millions of dollars. If you love uncovering hidden gems in your pocket change, then you're in for a real treat today. In this video, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a simple copper coin that could be hiding in your collection or piggy bank, and it's currently valued at an astonishing $93,556. Yes, you heard that right, over $93,000 for a single penny. So sit back, grab your magnifying glass, and don't skip a second of this video because what we're about to reveal might just turn you into the next lucky coin collector millionaire. Let's start with a bit of historical context. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, and it replaced the Indian head penny that came before it. The Lincoln cent has remained in production for well over a century and has gone through numerous design changes and composition updates. Now, fast forward to 1974, a time of economic instability, rising inflation, and a global energy crisis. The United States Mint was experimenting with different materials for pennies due to the rising cost of copper. During that year, they even experimented with aluminum cents, but those never made it into circulation officially. The 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use a mint mark at the time. These coins were struck in large quantities, so most people assume they're common and worthless. But here's the kicker, not all 1974 Lincoln pennies are created equal. What makes the 1974 no-mint mark penny valuable? Now you're probably wondering, why would a penny from 1974 without a mint mark be worth over $93,000? Here's the answer. It all comes down to rarity, condition, striking errors, and collector demand. First, let's talk about rarity. While millions of these pennies were produced, only a handful are known to exist in exceptionally high grades. We're talking about MS67 red and above. That red designation means the coin still has its original, brilliant red luster, untouched by oxidation or time. Most circulated pennies turn brown or red-brown over the years. A true red example is rare and highly sought after. Then there's strike quality. A sharp, well-struck coin with no blemishes, bag marks, or weak spots is a numismatic dream. Combine that with a bright red color and pristine condition, and you have a coin that stands far above the rest. Some of these 1974 no-mint mark pennies also featured die varieties or striking errors that increased their value. Look out for double die obverse, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong planchets. These types of mint errors can multiply the coin's value many times over. Known sales and market value. Let's talk real numbers now. Over the past few years, some exceptional examples of the 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln penny have gone through auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers, fetching staggering prices. One specimen graded MS67 Plus RD by PCGS sold for over $93,556, making headlines in the numismatic world. What made this specific coin so special? It was in almost perfect condition, absolutely brilliant red color, razor-sharp details, and no visible flaws even under magnification. Simply put, it was the kind of coin that collectors fight over and investors drool over. And remember, the number of high-grade coins surviving from the 1970s is extremely small. Most of the 1974 pennies have been circulated, scratched, or damaged. That's why finding one in near-perfect mint state condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. But that needle is worth a small fortune. How to identify a valuable 1974 penny? So how can you tell if the 1974 penny in your hand could be worth thousands? Start with these quick steps. 1. Check for the mint mark. If it's missing a mint mark, it was minted in Philadelphia. That's good. Now look closer. Point 2. Look at the color. Is the coin a bright, coppery red? Or is it brown? Red coins are significantly more valuable, especially in higher grades. Point 3. Inspect the surface. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for any scratches, dings, or wear. The fewer imperfections, the better. Point 4. Consider grading it. If you believe your coin is in superb condition, consider submitting it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade like MS66, MS67, or even MS67 Plus could drastically increase the value of your coin. Point 5. Check for errors. Any sign of doubling, off-center strikes, or abnormal features could indicate a mint error, and that's a huge bonus. So what have we learned today? The 1974 no mint mark Lincoln penny may seem ordinary, but in the right condition, it's worth a life-changing $93,556. This coin is a prime example of how valuable U.S. coins aren't just limited to ancient rarities or gold pieces. Even a penny from the 1970s can hold massive value. Here's the big takeaway. Check your change, dig through your old jars, revisit your coin collection. You never know what you might find hiding in plain sight. Be patient, be observant, and most of all, stay curious. That penny at the bottom of your drawer could be the jackpot waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to learn more about rare coins worth serious money, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. We've got plenty more rare coin breakdowns coming your way, and let us know in the comments below. Have you ever come across a 1974 no mint mark penny? What's the rarest coin you own? Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting, coin collectors! Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we have a very special episode that could literally change your financial future if you're lucky enough to have this coin sitting unnoticed in your pocket change or coin jar. We're talking about one of the most intriguing and valuable coins in U.S. coinage history, the 1983 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. Believe it or not, this ordinary-looking penny could be worth up to $84,398 today. So sit tight, grab your coins, and let's dive into the full story, value, and history of this elusive and powerful piece of American numismatic treasure. Let's begin with a bit of context. The 1983 Lincoln cent was struck by the United States Mint at its Philadelphia facility, which traditionally did not use a mint mark for coins produced there. That's why most 1983 pennies you'll find will have no mint mark, and that's perfectly normal. But what makes this coin incredibly rare and valuable isn't just the absence of a mint mark. It's about what it's made of. You see, 1982 was a critical transition year for the U.S. Mint. Prior to mid-1982, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, but due to the rising cost of copper, the Mint decided to switch to a cheaper composition, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. This transition wasn't immediate, and included a mix of both copper and zinc pennies minted in 1982. By 1983, the switch was supposed to be complete. That means all 1983 pennies were intended to be made from zinc, not copper. But here's where the mystery and excitement begin. At some point during production, a few leftover copper planchets from 1982 accidentally got used in early 1983 production. As a result, a very small number of 1983 Lincoln cents made of solid copper were mistakenly struck and released into circulation. These extremely rare copper 1983 pennies are now among the holy grails of modern coin collecting. How rare are they? Only a handful have ever been confirmed, and every one that surfaces sends shockwaves through the coin collecting world. Their scarcity, combined with the mistaken composition, makes them incredibly valuable to collectors, investors, and dealers alike. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare 1983 copper cents? Here's how you check. First, grab a digital scale that can measure to 2 decimal places. A standard 1983 zinc penny weighs about 2.5 grams, but the rare copper penny will weigh around 3.1 grams. If your 1983 no mint mark penny weighs approximately 3.1 grams, you might just be holding one of the most valuable modern pennies in existence. Next, consider the visual condition of the coin. A coin in mint state, meaning it's uncirculated and shows no signs of wear, can be worth tens of thousands of dollars more than a circulated one. Coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can officially certify your coin's grade and authenticity, which is absolutely essential if you're thinking of selling or insuring your coin. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for: the current market value of this rare 1983 no mint mark Lincoln cent made from copper. Recently, one of these copper coins in near mint condition sold for a staggering $84,398 at auction. That's right, one tiny penny, just sitting in someone's pocket or piggy bank for decades, changed hands for over $84,000. That's enough to buy a new car, pay off debt, or even make a down payment on a house. Even examples in less than perfect condition can still fetch between $10,000 to $30,000, depending on their grade, authenticity, and the demand at the time. And if you find one in pristine, gem uncirculated condition, it could set new auction records in the years to come as collectors scramble to get their hands on one. Now, let's talk a bit more about the history and design of this iconic coin. The Lincoln cent has been in production since 1909, when it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the coin features a bust of President Lincoln facing right, with the inscription, "In God We Trust," above, "Liberty," on the left, and the year of minting on the right. The reverse of the 1983 penny, like all Lincoln Memorial cents from 1959 to 2008, shows the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, with the inscriptions, "United States of America, e pluribus unum," and 1 cent. There's nothing visually unusual about the rare copper 1983 cent. That's what makes this coin so dangerous to overlook. Without weighing it or submitting it for metal composition testing, you'd never know it was different. That means it's entirely possible one could be sitting in your pocket, change drawer, or coin jar right now. It's not flashy. It's not gold or silver. It just looks like a plain old penny, but it might be a $84,398 miracle hiding in plain sight. To sum up everything we've learned, the 1983 no mint mark Lincoln cent is normally made of zinc, but a rare few were struck on leftover copper planchets. The copper version weighs about 3.1 grams, while the zinc version weighs about 2.5 grams. Only a few authentic copper 1983 pennies are known to exist, and they are highly valuable. The most recent sale of this rare coin was $4.84,398. You may have one right now and not even know it, so weigh every 1983 penny you come across. Before we close, here's one final tip. If you believe you have a 1983 copper penny, do not clean it, do not alter it, and do not try to sell it without professional evaluation. Contact a professional grading service or reputable coin dealer. A small investment in getting the coin properly certified could lead to a life-changing payday. So what are you waiting for? Start checking your coins today. That little brown penny in your drawer might just be the ticket to your dreams. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you never miss another episode on valuable coins that could be hiding in your home. Thanks for watching, and good luck on your next big coin discovery. Hello and welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. If you've ever checked your spare change and wondered if you might be holding on to something incredibly valuable, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most surprising and valuable modern coins you can find right in your pocket, the 1995 no mint mark Lincoln 1 cent penny coin, which has reached a jaw-dropping current market value of $66,277. That's right, a single penny that could change your life. Stay tuned as we explore the history, design, errors, and exact factors that make this coin so valuable, and how you can identify one before spending it. Let's get started. The legacy of the Lincoln penny. Before we zero in on the 1995 penny, it's important to understand the legacy of the Lincoln 1-cent coin. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, the Lincoln cent became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. For decades, it has been a staple of American currency and a favorite among collectors worldwide. Originally designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse, or front, of the coin features the right-facing bust of President Lincoln, while the reverse initially featured 2 wheat ears, giving rise to the nickname Wheat Penny. In 1959, the design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial, and in 2009 a special series marked his bicentennial. But the 1995 penny, though modern in appearance, holds a special place in numismatic history. Why? Let's break it down. The 1995 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny. A quick overview: the 1995 Lincoln cent was produced at 2 different locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins from Denver bear a small D mint mark, while coins from Philadelphia traditionally have no mint mark at all. That's where the 1995 no mint mark variety comes in, struck in Philadelphia and released in massive quantities. So what's so special about this ordinary looking coin that makes it worth tens of thousands of dollars? One word: errors. More specifically, double die errors and exceptional grade conditions. Let's dive deeper. The famous 1995 double die obverse error. One of the most sought-after error varieties of the 1995 penny is the 1995 double die obverse, often abbreviated as 1995 DDO. This error occurs when the coin die itself is improperly manufactured, resulting in doubling of the design elements on the coin. On the 1995 penny, this doubling can be clearly seen in the words Liberty and In God We Trust, as well as in the date 1995 itself. If you hold this coin under a magnifying glass, you'll see the letters slightly shadowed or duplicated, a striking visual error that makes the coin highly collectible. And here's the kicker: thousands of these coins were released into circulation before the U.S. Mint caught the mistake. That means many of them are still out there, hiding in penny jars, change drawers, and pockets across the country, grading in value. Why one sold $4.66, $2.77 now? Let's talk numbers. While a typical 1995 penny with minor wear is worth exactly 1 cent, the 1995 double die penny in pristine condition, graded MS69, read by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC, can be worth over $66,000. That's exactly what happened in a rare auction case, where a near-perfect specimen of the 1995 no-mint-mark penny sold for an astounding $66,277. What made this particular coin so special was not just the double die error, but also its flawless condition, full red luster, and the fact that only a handful of coins exist at this elite grade level. The grading scale used for coins ranges from 1 to 70. A mint state 69, MS69, coin is nearly perfect with only microscopic imperfections. Combine that with a rare error, and you've got a recipe for a 5-figure payday. What to look for, how to identify a valuable 1995 penny. Want to know if your 1995 penny is valuable? Here's what you need to look for: no mint mark. Make sure there's no D or S under the year 1995. You're looking for the Philadelphia minted version. Doubling on the obverse, use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and examine Liberty. In God We Trust. The numbers and the date 1995. Condition: the redder and shinier, the better. Coins that haven't been handled, scratched, or oxidized are worth more. Aim for uncirculated or mint state. Certification: if you suspect your penny is rare, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade gives your coin legitimacy and can dramatically increase its market value. Other notable 1995 Lincoln penny errors: apart from the famous double die obverse, there are also a few lesser-known errors that can add value. Off-center strikes. If part of the design is missing or shifted off-center, that's a valuable mint error. BIE error: a small die crack between the B and E of Liberty. That looks like a letter I. Die cracks and cuds, raised lines, or blobs of metal caused by broken dies can also attract collectors. Each of these errors can range in value from $10 to several $100 depending on their severity and condition. Fun fact: how many were made? In total, over 6.4 billion 1995 pennies were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. That means the coin is not rare by quantity, but what makes it valuable is the unique combination of mint error and condition. So don't dismiss your 1995 pennies just because they're common. Many millionaires find their treasure in the fine details, not the surface. Final thoughts: a penny that can make you rich. Let's wrap things up. The 1995 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny may look like a regular coin, but it holds the potential to be worth thousands, even $66,277, as proven by real auction sales. Its value lies in a unique combination of mint error, specifically the double die obverse, and an extremely high-grade condition. So what can you do? Check your change. Examine 1995 pennies under magnification. Look for that telltale doubling. Protect uncirculated coins and get them professionally graded. You never know. That one little copper coin in your drawer might just be your ticket to a small fortune. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries and valuable money tips. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn about coins that could make you thousands, or even millions. Thanks for watching, and remember, always check your change. You could be holding on to a hidden treasure. Until next time, happy collecting! Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable modern pennies that could still be hiding in your pocket change: the 1982 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This isn't just any ordinary coin. It's a numismatic legend with a shocking value of up to $98,267. That's right, one penny, potentially worth nearly $100,000. So grab your coin jar, sit back, and let's explore the full story behind this incredible cent. Let's start with the history behind the 1982 Lincoln cent. The year 1982 was a major transitional year for the United States Mint. It was during this year that the Mint made a significant change in the composition of the penny. Before 1982, Lincoln cents were struck from 95% copper and 5% zinc. But due to rising copper prices, the Mint decided to change the penny's composition to a cheaper core of 99.2% zinc with only a thin copper coating. This switch wasn't made overnight. In fact, both copper and zinc pennies were produced throughout the year, meaning there are a total of 7 different variations of the 1982 penny, including both large and small date varieties in each metal composition, and with or without mint marks. It's a fascinatingly complex year for Lincoln cents, and that's what makes some 1982 pennies extraordinarily valuable. Now, here's where it gets really exciting. One particular variety that has taken the collecting world by storm is the 1982 no mint mark zinc small date penny. While this coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint and doesn't carry a mint mark, it became one of the most talked about coins when collectors discovered its extreme rarity in a specific metal and die variety combination. So what makes the 1982 no mint mark Lincoln penny so rare and valuable? It all comes down to this: a zinc-based small date variety with no mint mark was once thought not to exist, until an example was discovered in the wild. For years, collectors believed that only copper small date cents existed from Philadelphia in 1982. Then one day, a sharp-eyed collector found a small date penny made of zinc with no mint mark. This unexpected discovery set off a frenzy in the numismatic world. This particular variety was so rare that it became known as the Holy Grail of 1982 pennies. Only a few verified specimens have been authenticated by major grading services like PCGS and NGC, and when one appeared in pristine uncirculated condition, it shocked the coin community by selling for a staggering $18,000, then $24,000, and eventually an astonishing $98,267 at auction for a top-graded example. That's the current record, and it may go even higher if another gem-quality specimen appears. Now, let's talk about how to identify a valuable 1982 no mint mark penny. Here's what you need to know. First, check the date style. The 1982 penny came in both large date and small date styles. The small date has thinner and more delicate numerals. Pay attention especially to the shape of the number 2. In the small date, it's more curved and sits higher compared to the large date. The top of the 8 in the small date also looks smaller and more compressed. Second, determine the metal composition. Copper pennies from 1982 weigh about 3.11 grams, while the newer zinc pennies weigh approximately 2.5 grams. To find out which one you have, use a digital scale with 0.01 g accuracy. If your coin is a small date, weighs around 2.5 grams, and has no mint mark, you might be holding one of the rarest coins in modern U.S. history. But remember, there's more than just weight and date. You also need to make sure your coin is genuine and preferably in mint state condition. Coins with scratches, heavy wear, or damage won't fetch top dollar prices, though even circulated examples can still bring in hundreds or thousands of dollars depending on condition. Let's take a quick look at grading and value ranges for this legendary coin. According to recent auction results and professional coin grading service data, a 1982 no mint mark small date zinc Lincoln penny in XF, extra fine, condition can sell for anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000 in AU. About uncirculated grades, values increased to $4,000 to $10,000 in MS60 to MS63. The price jumps to $15,000 to $35,000. Top examples in MS65 to MS67 red, especially certified by PCGS or NGC, can command prices upwards of $70,000, and the highest recorded sale? A PCGS certified MS68 RD sold for a whopping $98,267. That is an incredible price tag for a modern penny. And it all started with someone carefully checking their change and paying attention to the small details. Now, here's a tip for collectors and treasure hunters: search your 1982 pennies carefully. It's estimated that there could be a few more 1982 no mint mark zinc small date coins still out there, especially in unsearched penny rolls or old coin jars. Every time someone finds one, it changes the landscape of the collecting market. That means you could be the next lucky person to find one of these hidden treasures. So what should you do if you think you've found one? First, weigh it. If it's 2.5 grams, it's zinc. Next, look at the date style. If it's a small date with no mint mark, congratulations, you may have hit the jackpot. Get it authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. Never clean the coin, and handle it carefully by the edges to preserve its value. To wrap up this amazing story, let's take a moment to appreciate what this coin represents. The 1982 no mint mark Lincoln penny is a testament to the mystery, excitement, and hidden wealth in coin collecting. It's a reminder that treasures don't always come in gold and silver. They might just be hiding in plain sight in a penny jar on your kitchen counter. 1 cent, struck over 40 years ago, now worth nearly $100,000. That's the magic of numismatics. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos about rare and valuable coins. Share this video with your fellow collectors and friends. You never know, one of them might have a rare 1982 penny sitting in their change right now. Thanks for watching, and remember, always check your change. The next $1 million penny could be in your pocket. See you next time, and happy collecting! Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. In today's incredible video, we're diving deep into a very special coin that might just be hiding in your pocket change right now, the 2005 no mint mark Lincoln 1 cent penny coin. Yes, you heard that right. A coin minted just 2 decades ago could be worth a small fortune. And we're not talking about a few dollars or even hundreds. This specific coin has a current market value of $33,000. That's right, $33,000 for just one lucky penny. So stick with us until the end as we uncover the story behind this modern-day treasure, what makes it so valuable, how to identify it, and what collectors are paying big money for right now. You might be sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it. The history behind the 2005 Lincoln penny. Let's begin by rewinding to the year 2005. It was a standard year for the U.S. Mint. The Lincoln penny continued to feature the same obverse portrait of President Abraham Lincoln that had graced the coin since 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, we had the familiar Lincoln Memorial design, introduced in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday. In 2005, the U.S. Mint produced billions of these pennies. Most came from the Denver Mint, marked with a D, and the Philadelphia Mint, which typically has no mint mark. While most of these coins are worth only face value, a tiny number of the 2005 no mint mark Lincoln pennies are worth thousands. But why? What sets them apart? The rarity and errors that matter. This is where things get exciting. The key to the value of these 2005 pennies lies in mint errors, die varieties, and condition. Some coins minted in Philadelphia in 2005 were struck with unusual and rare die errors, like double die obverse, off-center strikes, or struck through grease errors, that make them extremely collectible. The most sought-after example is the 2005 no mint mark Lincoln penny with a dramatic double die, particularly noticeable on Lincoln's eye, the date, and the words, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty." This doubling is not just minor, it's visible to the naked eye or with a basic magnifier. Only a handful of these error coins have been found, making them ultra-rare. Another valuable variety involves coins struck on the wrong planchet, such as a dime or foreign coin blank. These types of errors are extremely rare and often missed during regular minting inspections. Collectors and grading companies like PCGS and NGC have authenticated and graded these error coins, confirming their authenticity and scarcity. And because these coins are modern and unusual, the demand for them has skyrocketed among collectors who are eager to add unique pieces to their collection. The condition factor. Why mint state means money, of course. It's not just the error that determines value. The condition is just as crucial. The highest value 2005 no mint mark Lincoln penny was graded MS68 red by PCGS. That's mint state 68, almost a perfect coin. It retained its original red luster, had no contact marks, and appeared just as it did the moment it was struck. Coins with full red color and sharp strike details, especially when combined with an error or variety, can command prices upwards of $10,000 to $33,000 depending on the severity of the error and the coin's grade. So if you've got a 2005 penny without a mint mark, take a close look. Does it shine with a bright copper red color? Are there any signs of doubling or other unusual features? Even if it's not a confirmed mint error, a high-grade Lincoln penny from 2005 in pristine condition can still be worth hundreds or thousands to the right buyer. Auction records and real sales. Let's talk about the numbers that matter. Actual auction sales and market value. One of the most famous 2005 no mint mark Lincoln pennies, with a clear double die and nearly flawless condition, sold at auction for a stunning $33,000. This coin had been verified, graded professionally, and was instantly recognized as a must-have for serious collectors. Other examples in slightly lower mint state conditions, like MS66 or MS67, have sold for $2,000 to $15,000, especially when the error is strong and visible. Even ungraded raw coins with visible doubling or off-center strikes have fetched hundreds of dollars online and in private sales. That's why it's essential to check your change, rolls of pennies from the bank, or even that jar collecting dust on the shelf. These modern treasures are out there, and people are finding them every year. How to spot a valuable 2005 no mint mark penny? Here's what to look for. No mint mark. This indicates it was struck in Philadelphia. Strong red color. Bright copper color increases value. Doubling on the obverse. Check. In God We Trust, Liberty. And the date for doubling. Unusual features. Off-center strike, clipped planchet, struck through grease, or any odd markings. Great condition, no major scratches, dings, or wear. If you think you've found a candidate, the next step is to get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. That's the only way to truly verify its value on the open market. Coin dealers and collectors are far more likely to pay top dollar when a coin has been authenticated and certified. Your penny could be worth a fortune. So there you have it, the amazing story of the 2005 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that's usually overlooked but could be worth up to $33,000 if you have the right one. What makes it valuable isn't just the year or the lack of a mint mark, but the combination of rare mint errors, sharp condition, and collector demand. Every time you get change back at a store, every time you open a penny roll, every time you sort through a jar of coins, you have a chance at finding a hidden treasure. And if that treasure turns out to be a rare 2005 penny, you might just be the next person to strike it rich in the world of coin collecting. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another valuable coin tip. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny, and share this video with your friends, because you never know who might be holding a fortune in their pocket. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting and keep checking your change. Welcome back, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and lovers of rare US currency. Today's video is one you absolutely don't want to miss, especially if you've got spare change lying around. We're diving deep into the incredible story of the 2007 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a modern-day copper treasure that could be worth as much as $53,882. That's right, a single penny from just a few years ago could be the key to a small fortune. So grab your coin jars, check your wallets, and stick around to learn what makes this unassuming 2007 penny so incredibly valuable. Let's get started. Brief history of the Lincoln cent. To understand why the 2007 no mint mark Lincoln penny is so important, we have to rewind a little and explore the legacy of the Lincoln cent. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln penny broke tradition as the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it quickly became a staple of American currency and has remained in circulation ever since. The obverse of the coin features a bust of Abraham Lincoln facing right, with the words, "In God We Trust." Above his head, Liberty, to his left, and the year of mintage, in this case, 2007, to the right. The reverse, from 1959 to 2008, features the Lincoln Memorial, a powerful symbol of freedom and unity, designed by Frank Gasparo. What is the no mint mark coin? Now, let's talk about what we mean when we say no mint mark. Coins in the U.S. are struck at various mints, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Denver and San Francisco typically carry a D or S mint mark, but Philadelphia minted coins often have no mint mark at all. So technically, a 2007 penny without a mint mark likely came from the Philadelphia Mint. However, and this is a big however, not all 2007 no mint mark pennies are created equal. While most are common, a rare subset contains striking errors, composition anomalies, or misaligned dies, and these rare types are where the big value lies. Rare errors that make it valuable. So what could make a 2007 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars? Let's break it down. 1. Off-center strike. Some 2007 pennies were struck significantly off-center, sometimes by as much as 70% or more. These kinds of dramatic misalignments are highly collectible. 2. Double die obverse, DDO. This error causes noticeable doubling on the date, Lincoln's eye, or inscriptions like Liberty. Collectors go crazy for clean, high-grade DDO examples. 3. Die cracks and cuds. If there's a break in the die, it can leave raised lines or blobs of metal on the coin's surface, and some collectors pay top dollar for them. 4. Transitional errors. Though rare, a few 2007 pennies may have been struck on planchets intended for foreign coins or even older U.S. coins. These flukes are extremely valuable. 5. Struck on wrong planchet. A few verified 2007 no mint mark Lincoln cents were mistakenly struck on dime planchets, which are smaller and silver-colored. These dramatic errors can skyrocket in value, especially in high grades. Condition and grading. As with all coins, condition is key. The grading scale for coins runs from poor P1 to perfect mint state, MS-70. A regular 2007 penny in average circulated condition is only worth face value, 1 cent. But a coin in mint state condition, with no wear and minimal marks, can demand much more. Coins graded MS-67, MS-68, or higher can sell for thousands, and when combined with an error like a DDO or off-center strike, the value jumps even further. Some of the rarest, most pristine error specimens have been auctioned for over $53,000. Certified coins from major grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, tend to command the highest prices, as authenticity and condition are verified. Market value and record sales. Now let's get to the moment you've been waiting for. How much can your 2007 no mint mark Lincoln penny actually be worth, according to current market trends and auction results? A rare 2007 Lincoln cent with dramatic error in top-grade condition has been sold for as much as $53,882. That's right, a single 1-cent coin fetching tens of thousands of dollars. These coins are highly sought after by collectors, investors, and error coin enthusiasts. Even more common error coins or high-grade examples can still fetch anywhere between $50 and $5,000, depending on the rarity and condition. What to look for? Here's what you should do right now. Go check your 2007 Lincoln pennies. Here are the signs to look for. Does your coin have a strong off-center strike? Is there doubling on the date or letters? Are there unusual lines, blobs, or cracks on Lincoln's face or the fields of the coin? Is your coin abnormally thin, thick, or silver in color? Is it in brilliant, uncirculated condition? If you answered yes to any of these, you might just be sitting on a jackpot. Tips to sell your rare coin. If you believe you've found a rare 2007 no mint mark Lincoln penny, here's what to do next. Do not clean the coin. That can destroy its value. Get it graded. Contact PCGS or NGC for professional assessment. Compare similar auctions. Websites like Heritage Auctions and eBay completed listings can give you price ranges. Consult a professional. A local coin dealer or numismatist can help guide you. List carefully. Use high-quality photos and include grading information when selling online. So there you have it. The incredible story of the 2007 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. That could be worth up to $53,882. Whether you're a lifelong collector or just someone who enjoys checking pocket change, this is a perfect reminder that treasure can be hiding in plain sight. You never know what kind of history, or fortune, might be sitting at the bottom of your piggy bank. Don't forget to like this video, share it with other coin lovers, and subscribe to the channel for more rare coin discoveries. Have you ever found a rare penny or coin? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep dreaming big. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today's video is going to blow your mind, because we're diving deep into the world of modern-day rarities. That's right. We're not talking about coins from the 1800s or early 1900s. We're talking about a common-looking coin from the year 2013 that could be hiding in your pocket, your change jar, or your old coin collection. And it's worth a jaw-dropping $43,757 in today's collector's market. This is the story of the 2013 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. A modern treasure worth big money. Let's begin with a little history, because behind every valuable coin is a story that makes it truly extraordinary. The Lincoln cent has been a cornerstone of U.S. coinage since 1909, when it first replaced the Indian head penny to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the original Lincoln wheat penny remained in production until 1958. Followed by the Lincoln Memorial design from 1959 to 2008, and then came the redesigned shield reverse that you see today, introduced in 2010. Now, let's fast forward to 2013, the year in focus. By this time, the Lincoln penny featured the new Union shield on its reverse side, a bold and striking symbol representing the preservation of the United States as one nation. On the obverse, the classic image of Lincoln remained unchanged. The 2013 Lincoln cent without a mint mark was minted in Philadelphia, which traditionally did not use a mint mark on pennies. So, while it might seem like there's something unusual about the no mint mark, it's actually standard for most Philadelphia minted cents. But here's where things get interesting. While billions of these pennies were produced, yes, billions, only a few select coins from this year have become phenomenally valuable, and here's why. Certain 2013 Lincoln cents have shown up with unusual die errors, striking anomalies, and rare planchet variations that set them apart from the ordinary. Collectors and grading companies have authenticated a small handful of these coins with extremely rare double die obverse, DDO, off-center strikes, and even transitional planchet errors, where the coin was accidentally struck on a different type of metal blank. These rare errors drastically increase the value of the coin. We're not talking a few dollars or even a few hundred. We're talking thousands, and in some extremely rare, top-graded cases, even tens of thousands of dollars. One specimen of the 2013 no mint mark Lincoln cent, featuring a rare double die obverse with near-perfect condition, graded MS68 read by PCGS, was recently sold for an astonishing $43,757 at a high-profile coin auction. That's more than the price of a luxury car. For a single penny, let's take a closer look at what makes this coin so valuable. First off, condition is king. A 2013 penny fresh from circulation probably won't get you much, but if you happen to find one in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially with a red RD color designation, which means it has retained most of its original luster, you could be sitting on serious cash. Secondly, the grade is everything. Coins graded MS67, MS68, or higher are extraordinarily rare, especially with zero scratches, contact marks, or discoloration. And when those coins also feature mint errors, like doubling on Lincoln's eye, lips, or date, or even a misaligned strike, that's when the price skyrockets. Also keep in mind, error coins from the Philadelphia Mint are becoming increasingly desirable because modern quality control makes such errors much harder to find. That means any 2013 no mint mark penny with a major flaw becomes super collectible. Now you're probably wondering, how can I tell if my 2013 Lincoln penny is worth thousands? Here are the top signs to look for. Doubling on the date or inscriptions. Look closely at the words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date, 2013. Use a magnifying glass or coin loupe. If the letters appear shadowed or doubled, you may have a double die off-center strikes. If part of the design is missing or shifted, that could indicate a major mint error. Wrong metal planchet. If your penny feels unusually heavy or light, or sounds different when dropped, it may have been struck on the wrong type of metal. High-grade condition. Your coin should have a clean surface, original red color, no signs of circulation, and ideally should be professionally graded. Market value seen. So what's the current market telling us about this coin? As of now, the highest recorded auction price for a 2013 no mint mark Lincoln penny with error features and an MS68 red grade is a jaw-dropping $43,757. Lower graded but still valuable coins with errors are selling anywhere between $500 and $5,000, depending on the specific variety and condition. In fact, coin grading companies like PCGS and NGC continue to receive submissions of 2013 pennies, with collectors hoping to strike gold, literally, from their spare change. So, the next time you're checking your wallet, your piggy bank, or your spare change from the grocery store, don't overlook that shiny 2013 Lincoln penny. It might be a common date, but in the world of rare coin collecting, even the most modern coins can turn out to be hidden gems worth a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone who loves a good treasure hunt, keep your eyes peeled and your magnifying glass ready. That one little penny could be your ticket to a $43,757 payday. Make sure to like this video, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and share this with your friends who might have one of these coins lying around. You never know whose penny jar hides a fortune. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting! Welcome back to our channel, where we explore the hidden treasures in your pocket change. If you've ever thought that your everyday coins are just pocket fillers, think again. Because today, we're diving deep into a modern-day copper-coated marvel, the 2003 mintmark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a coin that might be sitting right in your collection or change jar, but could actually be worth as much as $34,828 in today's collector market. Yes, you heard that right. A single 2003 Lincoln penny, originally worth just 1 cent, can now be valued at tens of thousands of dollars. So, grab your coin jars, magnifying glasses, and get ready to learn everything about this incredible penny, from its history and features, to what makes it so valuable, and how you can identify one that might just change your financial future. Let's begin with a little background. The 2003 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature the likeness of an actual person, and not just any person, but one of the most iconic figures in American history. By 2003, the Lincoln cent had already undergone numerous changes, but it still carried the familiar wheat ears reverse from 1909 to 1958, and the Lincoln Memorial design from 1959 through 2008. The 2003 Lincoln penny features the Lincoln Memorial reverse, with the statue of Lincoln barely visible in the center if you look closely under magnification. Now, let's talk about the obverse, the front side of the coin. Here, we see the profile of Abraham Lincoln, facing right, with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust." Along the upper rim, "Liberty," to the left of Lincoln's portrait, and the date, 2003, followed by the mint mark just beneath the date, signifying that the coin was minted at the Denver Mint in Colorado. The 2003 penny is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, a composition that's been used since 1982 when the U.S. Mint shifted from copper coins to zinc cores with copper plating, primarily to reduce production costs. Now let's talk numbers. The Denver Mint struck an enormous $3,548,000,000, yes, over 3.5 billion, Lincoln cents in 2003. With such a high mintage, most 2003 pennies are worth only their face value, even in average circulated condition. But here's the exciting part. Among those billions of coins, there are a few extremely rare and valuable error coins, as well as exceptionally preserved examples graded by top-tier services like PCGS and NGC, which can skyrocket in value and fetch jaw-dropping prices at auction. So what makes some 2003 Lincoln pennies worth thousands, even as high as $34,828? Let's explore the main factors. 1. Mint errors. Some of the most valuable 2003 pennies are those that were struck with mint errors. These can include off-center strikes, double dies, die clashes, broad strikes, or even struck on the wrong planchet. One such error coin, struck on a foreign planchet, possibly meant for a 10-cent coin, fetched an enormous sum at auction due to its extreme rarity and unique nature. Collectors go wild for dramatic and rare errors, and they're willing to pay a premium. 2. High-grade condition. Mint state red, MS67 to MS69. Another factor that can drastically raise a penny's value is its condition, especially if it's a mint state red, RD, specimen graded at MS67 or higher. Coins at this level are extremely hard to find, even more so from 2003, when handling and packaging meant most coins got small nicks or discoloration. A 2003 penny in near-perfect red luster with flawless surfaces and sharp details can bring in thousands of dollars, especially if it receives certification from a top grading company. 3. Registry demand. Elite collectors often compete to build the best possible Lincoln cent registry sets. To claim top spots, they need high-grade examples of every year and mint mark, including 2003. Since few examples exist at the highest grades, the demand drives up prices sharply. One such coin graded MS69 red by PCGS set a record when it sold for a whopping $34,828 due to its impeccable quality and competition among elite collectors. 4. Rarity and red designation. The red designation is given to coins that retain at least 95% of their original red copper luster. Because red coins tend to oxidize or tone over time, It's rare for modern pennies, even those minted recently, to remain in pristine red condition. That's why a 2003 D penny with a certified RDMS 69 grade is so extraordinary and valuable. So, how can you identify a valuable 2003 D penny in your own collection? Here are some tips. First, look for the D mint mark right below the date. If it's there, you're on the right track. Second, examine the coin's overall condition. Use a magnifying glass to look for scratches, nicks, discoloration, or wear. If your coin appears bright red with no visible flaws, you might have a gem. Third, weigh the coin. A normal 2003 D penny should weigh around 2.5 grams. If yours is significantly under or overweight, it could have been struck on the wrong planchet, a rare and valuable mint error. Fourth, look closely for any doubling in the letters or date. A double die obverse, DDO, or reverse, DDR, error can be worth hundreds or thousands depending on severity and condition. Fifth, consider getting your coin professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. Only with certification can high-end collectors be confident in the authenticity, condition, and value of your coin. This step is critical if you suspect you have something truly special. Now let's briefly touch on market trends. In recent years, the interest in modern era coins and high-grade Lincoln cents has surged dramatically, thanks in part to social media, YouTube videos like this one, and online marketplaces like eBay and heritage auctions. Collectors are paying top dollar for coins they can't easily find, even if the coin is from the 2000s. This growing demand has pushed prices higher, and coins like the 2003 D penny, once thought to be too common, are now being reevaluated and highly prized. So, the big question: should you keep your 2003 D Lincoln penny? The answer: absolutely yes. Whether it's a mint error, a high-grade red gem, or just a nicely preserved piece of history, it's worth taking a closer look. Your everyday pocket change could be hiding a small fortune. And if you find a rare variation or have one in exceptional condition, it might just bring you $5,000, $10,000, or even $34,828, like the record-breaking example sold at auction. Before we wrap up, here's a quick checklist of what to look for in your 2003 D penny. Look for the D mint mark. Check for a bright red luster. Search for mint errors like double dies or off-center strikes. Examine the coin's surfaces for flawlessness. Get your best finds graded and certified. That's it for today's video. On the 2003 D mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a modern marvel with the potential to make you thousands richer. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more coin collecting treasures, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins you might already own. Have you ever found a rare 2003 D penny or any valuable coin in your pocket change? Let us know in the comments below. And until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and keep believing, because one penny can truly change everything. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.